It's my privilege tonight to be able to honor David R. Finicum as a Western Legend honoree. I get a little emotional because if you look at this list of people that we've honored in the past, they're great people. They have lived the life. They've lived the outdoors. They've worked in the outdoors. They're great people. They're community people. They're hard workers. They come from that generation where it was important to help people. They worried about their neighbors as much as they did about themselves. And David was the same way as any of the people on this list. So these are kind of the cream of the crop of Kane County and Northern Arizona's Western Legends. So a little bit about David. His parents, Dale and Beulah, homesteaded on the Arizona Strip in 1929. Now, most of you are old enough to know that when you homesteaded something, that was a task. You had to meet certain commitments in order to get that land, and you had to work it, and they worked it. They worked it during the Great Depression. They actually lived in a dugout. They didn't have a cabin. They had a dugout in the side of a hill that they lived in. They decided they could starve on the Arizona Strip as easily as anywhere else. It was a hard life. David attended high school in Short Creek and Fredonia, where he was known to have ridden his horse in the hallways on occasion. I tried to confirm that, and the daughters told me they say. If as long as they say that, they say you're okay. I said, I don't want to tell any fibs. They also say David, when he attended church at times, would wear his spurs into church. So, that's a real cowboy for you. David had a pet bobcat named Squeaky, which accompanied him to ball games, and that is where the Fredonia High School mascot, Lynx, came from. David cowboyed for local ranchers in his younger years and after high school. In 1958, David married his high school sweetheart, Delta Clough. He said that was the prettiest girl in the school. David worked for the Arizona Highway Department and spent weekends back on the ranch accumulating his own cow herd. David is a man of many talents. He's a craftsman. He loved to pack horses. He ran hounds. He taught his children how to hunt, and he spent a life in the outdoors. He was a dedicated dad and supporter, never missing his children's activities. He broke colts and was known to have his children be the first rider of each colt, telling each of them, "You'll be okay." I need to find out if that was a punishment or what that was. Get in, clean your bedroom, go ride this colt. David taught his children much with little and provided them with a life of experience. David taught his children with little. And provided them with a life experience. What else can you? How important can that be? One frequent activity with the kids was saddling up, heading to the hills with no bedrolls, no food, and staying where night found them. As Dave would lean a wet saddle pad against the sagebrush to settle down for the night, he would just look at the kids with the firelight reflecting off and saying, "I wonder what all the poor people are doing tonight." So I present to you a true Western legend, the 2018 honoree, David R. Finicum. One of the things I need to tell you too, David has got his daughters and some of his family here with him. But they had a wedding in Manti today. Normally, the Finicum family would take the first 3 rows, but they're all up on there trying to get back, and they didn't make it back for this. But the Finicum family is a great family, and they've been good people in our community. I'd like to present this commemorative belt buckle for the 20th year of Western Legends to David.
Ladies and gentlemen.